Ellis is going to be joining us in a second to talk about Fantastic Beasts. Perry's not available apparently, and Roka.
You seem stoked about that.
No, I mean I'd like to have her. I saw it with Perry last night.
Do you want me? I got a beef.
With?
I think non-spoiler reviews are the dumbest things in the world.
Why?
I
You
just
can't spoil the movie.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but it's like, okay, here's a non-spoiler review. I liked it.
That's not
It
true.
was good.
That's not
like
true.
I just find them to be very cyclical and boring, in my opinion.
It depends on how you do it because I think there's
I mean,
ways.
you're good at them.
Right, but I think if you say again, if you're sitting around and you say you want to say, hey, the directing of the movie wasn't as solid. Like yesterday, for example.
Okay.
And I got crap on that yesterday apparently because when we're talking about Widows, and I was and it's like,
Was there an embargo on Widows?
No, it wasn't an embargo. It's just a matter of like I didn't like the movie, and I thought that we said the movie had 96% on it. There were a lot of people that
I think it was 94.
Whatever it is, a lot of people love that movie, love it. Roxy and I didn't like it, so I am never going to sway across. I've just been doing this for too long to where if I don't like a movie, I'm going to tell you exactly why I didn't like it, and do I wish and do I hope that one day Viola Davis will be on this show and that Steve McQueen will be on this show? 100%. Sure.
But you didn't say a single bad thing about them.
No, I said I didn't think it was I didn't think it was a greatly directed movie. I didn't. People love it. I didn't think it was. I love Steve McQueen. I just don't think the movie was well directed.
Agreed.
But am I going to say, I thought it was pretty solid. I thought it was pretty solid because of this and that. No, I'm not going to say that because I just because I want to hope to get them on one day. I want to be honest and I want to go through and the same way that I think a lot of people, because look, how many times have we gotten, oh, I can't say anything bad about Star Wars, you're a shill. Which is so stupid because I mean,
I can't understand your troll voice.
What? I got it.
Yeah.
Can't say anything bad about Star Wars. You're a troll.
Yeah.
You can't say
Saying
anything bad
about Star Wars, you're a shill.
You're a shill.
You're a shill.
Yeah.
You're a shill.
So and that happens all the time. And then the opposite of that is if you do say something bad, oh, you're just salty now. You're just salty now. Like this whole comment thread yesterday to where Harlow's taste is a little bit different than it used to be. Right. He doesn't see it in the majority anymore.
As is life, when you mature and grow and change,
it just drives me nuts. And it's like so. But I'm just
Christian, I'd just like to tell you something.
Yes,
You're
sir.
not allowed to change ever.
Never.
And if you do, please leave.
That's like our high school yearbook.
It's my best. The best.
Never changed.
Yeah, inside the thing. And now, on the Schmoedown channel, they only do one review every once in a while. We literally put about 4 reviews a week. 4.
Yeah.
4.
And it's like all this stuff because the thing is the smaller reviews people don't want to check out.
Sure,
they don't leave no trace and all that stuff, but or whatever it was called.
That was it.
Yeah. So anyway,
that's the movie.
It drives me nuts. But we did see Fantastic Beasts last night. We are going to give you non-spoilers, so suck it.
Okay.
And Roka's not around.
Well, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I will tell you though that this movie, I am going to be in the minority again. And so, he's not going with the majority. What's happening to Harlow? I liked the movie. I liked it.
You should
What?
You should be that for Halloween next year.
Angry troll.
Angry troll. And when you come up to the door with your children, you're like, this candy is ridiculous.
Why are you giving away apples?
Mr. Goodbar,
Right.
Mr. Ford.
Where are
terrible.
the Snickers?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I am in the minority because apparently I like this movie way more than most. Although I think Alex liked it too. Alex, you liked it a lot, right?
He didn't care.
I liked it fine. I saw it.
I'm so confused. This is a different person I talked to. When he was on the air, I literally said to him, he's like, what'd you think? I said, it was pretty good. He's like, I liked it a lot. And how'd you like it? Fine. Who are you?
I
Alex.
liked it fine.
Who is
Fine.
this person?
It's good. It's good.
Alex, you got to give us something more
That's
here, bud.
synonymous.
What's going on with that echo back there?
I don't know.
It's the room.
This show.
It's the room.
Is
It's the room.
Is it the room? right now?
Absolutely. There's no soundproofing in here.
Let me.
Your mic sounds good.
Because he's talking
Because I got a
right
good
into
voice,
it.
you know.
All right.
Well, he was the lead singer of Death Stained Victory. Yeah.
So I saw the. I'm watching the opening scene is incredible. I'll tell you that. Did you like the opening scene?
Yep.
Hated it.
You didn't love the opening.
No, it was good. It was good. It was fine.
The movie itself was fine.
The opening scene was cool. There are a lot of cool scenes. The movie itself was just so fine.
Yeah, so Mantz came up to me in the middle of watching the movie, and he goes, "This movie's boring."
It was very boring. There were too many storylines going
There were a
on at
lot
the
of
same
storylines.
time. The more you think about it, the less parts of it make sense.
Were you sitting next to Mantz, or did he come up to you?
He was
and
like 3 rows ahead of
He
me.
came right up to me too
Yeah,
during
yeah.
the movie, and he just goes,
Yeah.
Throws his hands
Yeah, he
up
didn't
like,
like it.
what's the deal?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see what
Where were
him
you guys watching this?
at the Grove. We're at the Grove in the back. We're in the back row, and Mantz was there, and he walked in. This movie's boring. And I was like, I like it. I like it. I think.
There's nothing that yucks your yum more than when you're watching something you kind of like and somebody else does not like it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's Perry. To Perry's credit, Perry did not like the movie at all, and she is through the whole time basically saying what you're saying. Yeah, it was confusing. There's a lot of things going on. And she turns to me. She was going to turn to me at one point and say how much she didn't like it. But she said, "Well, what if he likes it?"
Yeah.
And I did. I liked the movie.
The girl I went with was obsessed with it, and she said she kept turning to me, being like, "Ooh, ooh," and I was like, "No, see now you're negatively affecting my experience."
I just thought. I mean, I don't disagree with anything. All the criticisms, I agree with them all.
Right.
I just happen to like the movie. That's all it was.
I left and I thought it was better than Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and today I don't think that.
I like the first one better.
Yeah,
I didn't like
think
the
I do
first
too.
one at all.
Yeah, okay.
And this one
I'm
I
with you,
found
Alex.
much more. I found this one more exciting, and I like that it dealt with more Harry Potter lore.
That's true.
Whoa!
That's true. It does.
It was so, and I don't. This is not a spoiler. Just it was so, like Hitlery.
Hitler?
Well, it was right around the World War II. Is you know, so it's kind of the. I think there's.
Yeah, there was just a.
Yeah.
He was a big
There's
part of that one.
There's. I mean, again, I think that the story.
Integral character in that.
The story of Newt kind of continues.
This wasn't. I think this was earlier than that.
No, but it's around that. It's around that. I think it's in 19. It's before World War II really kicks off because it's like the early 30s. So like
I
late
always
20s.
have trouble if it's a period piece if somebody doesn't give me a chyron at the beginning that says like August 4th, 1940.
They give you.
I need something
Well,
like
They
that.
did that.
They
I
tell
know
you
the
the date.
exact year. I just don't know if I can say it.
I'll tell you why I liked it a lot though too, is because I think that Harry Potter, the world really worked because it was in Europe, right? And and they spend a lot of time in Europe in this one. I think one of the things that threw me off about the first one was the magic world in old school New York, right, which was cool, but it still seemed a little.
That was my problem with Kingsman Golden Circle is they came and they were the statesmen. I'm like, stay in England.
And they stick to Europe in this one, and I liked it. I liked it a lot because of it. I don't know. I mean, I would see it again. I would.
Interesting.
How do you feel about Newt?
So, yeah, I did think of your Willy Wonka thing. By the way, I thought of your Willy Wonka thing when you were saying it. I could see it. You either are annoyed by him because he's eccentric. That's the point of the character.
I read something that
Get back in my little pen. Get in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Get in
I
there,
read
beast.
something that said he is, and this is not a joke. This is really. I read something that says he's autistic. That his character in the movie is
See
autistic,
it?
and that's like what.
Oh, now I feel terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could see it.
Don't.
But I thought Jude Law was
I think that's
awesome.
interesting if that's the choice.
Yeah,
I think
thought
you have
Jude
to
Law
say
was
has
awesome.
autism.
Yeah.
I think that just to get PC with you, but
Oh,
I
you
think
can't say
you can't say that
somebody's
somebody's autistic. You say they have autism.
Is that really?
Oh, really?
Wow. Is that
Oh,
a
wow.
new thing?
I didn't
I'm
know
not
that.
trying to. I mean,
I'm glad
I'm
to
around
know
a
that.
lot of
You have
PC
kids, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm really glad to know. So I think they said that he has autism. Or he's on the spectrum.
Okay. You can say that.
You could say that,
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Jude Law was great as Dumbledore, I thought. Did you like him as Dumbledore?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
He's
what about-
really hot.
I mean, the biggest question. He's
He's really hot.
Jude
that
Law?
kind of
Yeah, he's a little hot.
kind of throws me off.
Hot Dumbledore.
hot Dumbledore.
Yeah, yeah.
There
hot
he
for
is.
Dumbledore.
Hot Dumbledore.
I have not talked to Ellis yet about.
Here's a seat for you in the corner.
Yeah, I haven't
Like a
talked to
jacket.
Ellis yet about the movie yet, so I don't really know. I know that he wasn't looking forward to seeing it in the first place, so I don't know where he wound up with it. So we're gonna get his thoughts on it. We haven't talked about it since we both ran out and
Did our normal post-screening
What I'll tell
thing.
you though. This is something that was very nice of Ellis yesterday, and also because he was probably
Hey,
bored.
Rox.
I'm going to guess it's
Hey,
because he was
Ellis.
bored is why he did this. I was telling the story how Mantz came up in the middle of it. I don't know if you were there, but you might have left already. But Mantz comes up and he goes, "It's boring," right?
What do you mean left already?
He came up in the middle of the screening.
kind of the screen. He had gone for a break. The break I'm going to tell you.
I just needed to go walk
Right,
around the lobby,
right.
I
collect
saw
my
that.
thoughts.
So and he left and he said, and I knew that that's what you were doing. But he goes, "Hey, you want anything to eat?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want a hot dog." But I made a classic mistake.
You made a hot dog.
No, the hot dog would have been delicious. I made the mistake.
I knew you were going to do this, and I didn't know,
I know.
if you wanted
I know.
condiments. I couldn't
know.
remember if you were a condiment guy or not.
I thought about that. So he brought back a plain hot dog, right? Which is like, if no one tells me what you if I ask you what do you want, you say hot dog, and
And
you'll tell me what?
I
I'm not
was
going to guess. 'Cause
worried
You might
about
hate
it.
ketchup. You might hate
I
mustard.
got the slightest disappointed dad sigh because he opens.
Did I do it?
Just slightly.
Okay.
Because when Christian's like hating a movie, you can tell because he just does this every so often.
I didn't do that last night.
No. This is what.
That's what you did with the hot dog.
No, that's not what he did. So he opens the hot dog and he sees that there's no mustard and ketchup, and he just goes like. That's all he did.
But I couldn't, and I
All
wasn't.
he did.
But I wasn't because I said
Did you eat it? Eat it anyway,
I
or you
had
went and
to.
got ketchup?
No, I didn't want to miss the movie.
'Cause it was
I don't
so
like
good.
ketchup. I like mustard. I like mustard and
I
relish.
just go mustard.
Mustard and
I think
relish.
ketchup on hot dog is frankly gross.
I don't like it.
How dare you?
Wow.
Frankly gross.
Frankly
I don't
gross.
know if you did it.
Frankfurterly gross.
No way.
But yeah. When you again
Maroney.
couldn't get mad at you.
Is that what we're talking about? The
hot dog? You know, we're talking about the movie.
Look.
So did you like the opening scene?
I am not here to talk
You're not
about
here?
the past.
Okay. Well, then we shouldn't bring Paul in.
Crimes of Grindelwald
Yeah.
was last night.
Yes.
I've moved on. I'm seeing Creed 2 tonight. I'm here to talk about Creed 2.
No, we can't.
I
we can't
saw
talk
the
about
movie
it.
last
We're
night,
talking
and I never have to think about it again.
The title is Fantastic Beast Review.
All right, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
I don't feel qualified to talk about this movie.
Why?
Because I feel like last night I audited a French 301 class where I had no idea what the fuck was being talked about.
That's one.
The entire film. And so I'm like, I don't know if this is good.
It seemed to lose a lot
I
of
don't
people.
know if this is good for Harry Potter. I had no idea.
You were lost.
What was happening.
Yeah.
The entire movie.
Did you like the beginning?
The opening scene.
You didn't like the opening scene?
I didn't know what was happening. There's a carriage.
Don't give anything away.
There's something is flying in the sky, but then at the same time, inside the thing flying in the sky, it's flooding.
Yeah, but you
and
didn't
I'm
see
like,
what-
but it's not underwater.
You didn't see what he did?
No.
Oh, I saw what he
There's
did.
so many spells being cast in this movie. I feel like I was watching a sport where I don't understand any of the rules.
I have to
It's like I was
say-
watching cricket, and I'm like, but why did he hit the ball past the hash mark? I thought that was an illegal play. And there's all these spells that they can just whip out at any time. They're like, why didn't you do that shit 5 minutes ago and we could have resolved all this?
I felt very similar to that last point. And I have to
just
say,
don't understand it.
As somebody who's I'm not the biggest
you
Harry
liked
Potter
it?
fan,
It might be great. I don't know.
but I do like Harry Potter a lot, and I felt very lost at times.
A lot of people, again, Perry.
But here's the thing: is Mark, you've seen all the Harry Potters. You may have even read the books. I don't know.
No. I've seen them.
long time ago.
I've seen them once.
Okay.
And again, I'm here to talk about Creed 2.
No, we're doing that. That's going to be some other time. You are going to talk about this movie because it was you were lost.
Did you like it?
I did like it. But I
I feel like you made up your mind before you saw it.
I feel like you did too, and you wanted to not like
No,
it.
I really wanted to like it.
You actually, I don't. Perry, I feel like didn't want to like it. She says no, that's not the case, but I feel like she didn't want to
The
like
first
it.
scene has some thrills, but again, it lost me so quick, and it is really hard to watch Eddie Redmayne not look anybody in the eye for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
He's looking down and to the left the whole time, like
He's awkward.
confront a person. You're a magic zoologist, Eddie.
He's awkward, and that's what I liked about the
I
character.
told you guys what the choice was.
Yeah.
I forget how to properly say it,
He
so I'm
has
going to
autism.
avoid it. No, I don't.
He has
Oh,
autism.
He has autism.
I could be wrong. There's probably people telling me it's something different, but
I like Jude Law.
That's what I said.
He's dreamy.
I thought Jude Law was a good Dumbledore. I thought his
Sexy.
first scene as Dumbledore was better than his second because I felt they shot it at different times. I felt like because I was paying attention to see if does that sound like Dumbledore, and it did. The first time he approaches Newton, then the second one just sounded like Jude Law, which was fine.
Hot Dumbledore, hot Dumbledore.
But there was a lot of connections to like. I'll tell you one thing. I really wished that either Rachel Cushing or Emma was with me.
Yeah.
Like I wish that they were with me so I want to see the movie with them.
They would have put condiments on your hot dog.
Probably. I mean, I could turn to them after I've seen it, or even during if they've seen it already, and then I could say, "So what was that? Who'd they reference?" Because I know there was a lot of those. This is for the hardcore Harry Potter.
And that's
fan, for
why
sure.
I honestly I don't know if I didn't like the experience watching the movie, but I honestly don't know if it's it might be a great movie. I don't know what I watched.
Well, Roca and Perry will tell you otherwise. I think they both they were. I mean, Roca left pissed,
and they know
Roca,
they know the stuff.
Roca
worked
used
in Harry
to
Potter.
spin the
Roca's
wand
one
around.
of them.
I know.
It felt like it was 4
one of their
hours
kind.
long. It felt so long.
It did. I mean, again, I can't argue with any of this.
No, and it's funny because I went out to.
They didn't even want to come in and talk about it.
I know.
Barry was doing her taxes. she's like, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it.
I went out and I offered Christian the hot dog, and I went out to do my quick business, powder my nose, and then I looked at the line was long because I guess the movie was just about to start, so it was a long line. So I was there for a while.
No, you were.
No, the movie. There was another. See, there were other films that were playing, and so there was another movie that was about to start that I guess a lot of people were going to see, and so the line was pretty long, and I was like, I don't mind waiting in this line. Mantz comes out, and Mantz is like, it's so boring, and then and then I was like, do you want anything? I'm in line. And he's like, nah, I'm okay. And then he walks back. He's like, maybe a small Sprite. And so I get him a Sprite. So I'm just the condiment fairy or the concession, because I walk back in and I hand him off a Sprite, and then I give you your hot dog, and then I hear.
Well, again,
you were not the condiment fairy, to be clear.
No, I was the
Didn't even grab any. Didn't even grab a couple to goes just as an option. You just
they didn't have those.
At Pacific Grove theaters. It's tricky to find out where the condiments are.
It's on the other side.
And they just reset everything.
They just redid everything.
I think this is a bigger issue than the cup thing. Like bringing your friend a hot dog with no condiments is kind of.
This is what happens when a guy goes to Germany and he's around the world's best mustards and best smoked meat. He gets all highfalutin.
I wasn't mad at it though, because again, I said the same thing. I said that's on me. I should have said hot dog with mustard. That was on me. When he came back, and I was like, no, he was nice enough to go out, get the damn thing. I can't complain about it.
But it's when you broke it in half.
But I looked like a kid that was forced to eat broccoli though. When I was eating, I'm like,
was it a good hot dog?
The hot dog was good, but even better with mustard and
it's better than the AMC. The AMC hot dogs.
I had that over
the AMC hot dogs, you got to drown in mustard.
Gross.
Can I bring up another point here?
Yeah, sure.
And no offense, great friends. You want anything on it?
No, I mean, I prefer mustard on my hot dog, ideally.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was just like,
he was going to give himself a rest, and he just happened to say, "Do you want anything?"
How close are you to walking out?
He didn't want to get you something. He was
I wasn't close to walking out of the movie because
didn't care,
I wanted to do my due diligence. I wanted to get invested in the movie. It just right from the get-go, I was like, I just felt like I was taking a test that I had not studied at all for.
Johnny Depp, though, because there's so much controversy around him.
I thought he was boring as shit.
I liked him in the movie.
I thought he did nothing.
Really?
I thought he was so vanilla. The whole character was just his makeup and his hair, and he's got that wonky eye.
Yeah.
And that's what was doing all the acting. I felt like he was sleepwalking through it. Eddie Redmayne, great actor. He's just I
don't like the character. You don't like
I
the
can't
character
stand the tendencies that the character has.
Yeah.
So I responded to again, Dan Fogler might be the best part of a Harry Potter movie. Jude Law was good.
What do you think of Zoe Kravitz?
I thought Zoe Kravitz, when she's in it.
How do you not say she looks like Sinead? The whole time that I was looking, I was like, it reminded me of Sinead throughout the whole damn movie.
I wanted her in it more. I didn't think she got enough screen time. And I liked the scenes between, like the Dumbledore stuff I thought was okay. I thought that was and I felt like I was picking up some pieces. I was like, okay, so they had a relationship and that stuff was cool. But
it doesn't flow as nicely as the Harry Potter movies. There's no doubt about it.
I just don't care as much because I don't care about a single character as much as I care about Ron, Hermione, or Harry.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be invested.
And to bounce off of that, one of the things I thought they did well in the first movie of Fantastic Beasts was that the dynamic of those four characters, like you can argue against the entire movie, but you can't argue that the four of them had a lot to do in that first movie.
And it was clear.
It was clear. They all had things to do, and they had a nice chemistry. They're kind of separated throughout this entire movie, and they don't really ever get a chance to click the way that they did in the first movie.